Khalif Raymond has worn a Lions uniform since 2021, but his path to Detroit began long before that. His career opened with a string of cuts that would have broken most players. From his first season in the league through the next few years, he was released again and again, by team after team. An undrafted 5'8" receiver and returner out of Holy Cross doesn't get the benefit of the doubt. Players his size get overlooked, pushed aside, and replaced quickly. Raymond knew that. He understood the way the league works. He understood that people would always have a preconceived idea of what someone his size could or couldn't be. But he never once blamed anyone else for those decisions. He never said the coaches were wrong or the system was unfair. Instead, he took full responsibility. He said it wasn't their job to see him differently. It was his job to prove that their assumptions were wrong. Every time he got released, he looked inside. He told himself he was being cut for a reason, and every time, it was a new reason. So he made a decision. Instead of complaining, he would eliminate every single one of those reasons, one by one, until somebody had no choice but to keep him. That mindset changed his life. It made him better, not bitter. It pushed him to master the finer details of his game. It forced him to turn weaknesses into strengths and strengths into habits. And eventually, that approach opened a door with the Tennessee Titans. With Tennessee, he finally found steady ground. He returned kicks, returned punts, and carved out a role on offense. It wasn't glamorous. He wasn't a star. He caught a handful of passes over 2 seasons. But he kept improving, kept learning, and kept showing that he belonged. And then came a moment that wasn't even a catch. Against the Colts, he ran a route so crisp, so smooth, that he felt something shift inside him. The ball didn't come his way. The play didn't show up on the stat sheet. But the execution was flawless, and in that split second he realized he could play at this level. Not just survive. Not just hang on. Truly play. Truly belong. It was the confirmation he had been chasing through all the cuts, all the doubt, and all the years spent fighting for one more chance. That moment became his turning point. The Lions would eventually see the same thing he had finally seen in himself. And from that point forward, Khalif Raymond was never just another undersized receiver trying to hang on. He was a player who refused to let anyone else define what he could become.